Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And listen, I wasn't even going to talk about this because, I just don't think that we should make light of, when people talk about mental health issues, especially now in 2022. Years ago, especially like amongst probably the black community, I'll say, we really didn't, those conversations when as it pertained to mental health, you know, suicide thoughts, suicidal thoughts, anxiety, depression, all of the above, right? We really didn't have those conversations. But now, we hear people, talking about going to therapy and seeking out help because they, don't feel their best and they want to figure out if something may be going on, right? So Arionne Curry, I just felt like I had to say all of that before I go into what I'm about to say. Arionne Curry, she is the mistress of Martell Holt from Love and Marriage, Huntsville. I think the new season comes on this weekend. Girl, when I say Baby Carlos, baby got the girls working, okay? Anyways, but the new season comes on, I think, this Saturday. So Arionne is the mistress of Martell Holt. She has come out with a post, and this is what she said. This is for the girl ready to end it all. I've been suicidal for about 3 years now, and it goes from weekly to daily, especially when the show airs, because I'm being silenced. The storyline being put out to make money is not my truth. Please pray for me. Some days I feel like I can't go on. I'm trying to move forward. But then I mentioned let your star take off on her show. Like, why do I have to be brought up to keep this ish going? Y'all, I can't take it. Your entertainment is my real life, and y'all ain't getting the half. Arionne, this is the problem with Arionne. And I was one of those folk that I was really wanting to give Arionne the benefit of the doubt. Because I know how these niggas move in these streets, okay? And I know they lie. And then when I see the type of man that Martell is, I don't put nothing past Martell, right? So let's just go back to the interview she did with Tasha K. I went into this interview thinking, okay, Arionne gonna come out and she's gonna explain what happened, and it may not be as bad as people think that it is, because look who we're dealing with, Martell Holt. After that interview, girl, I was looking at Arionne like, girl, this is a fool. Like, she's a fool. Arionne should have never did that interview. And if she was going to do the interview, she should have been prepped on what to say and what not to say, even if it was going to be the truth or a lie, right? I think that Arionne wants to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She wants to be on the show. I think that Arionne needs to realize, sweetie, you were a participant in this situation. Even after you found out that the man that you were involved with was married, you still chose to participate, right? Now, I am of belief that it wouldn't be no side bitches if these niggas, okay, stayed at home. With that being said, Arionne, again, once you found out that Martell was married, you still continued willingly knowingly, right, to participate in this entanglement with Martell. You didn't have a problem with it. Unfortunately for you, the man who you were sneaking around town with was about to be on a reality TV show. And that reality TV show is called Love and Marriage. So yes, you are a part of this puzzle piece now. You are. You're the mistress. You're the side chick. And for whatever reason you think that you should not be discussed, that's not going to happen, boo-boo. Shout out to Giselle. That's not going to happen, boo-boo. It's never going to happen. The stars of the show, Martell and Melody, are no longer together. There's no way that they can discuss them not being together and the side bitch not come up. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You got your ass on that Tasha K interview. Low-key beating your chest. Low-key thinking you was that girl. And then you walked away from that interview and the girls was working your ass. was working your ass on the internet and turning your ass to shreds. But when you was up there, girl, bob bouncing, right? When you was up there with your legs crossed, having the attitude of I'm that girl, everything was gravy. When your ass got off that interview and you started going live, right? And you had people calling into your live, gassing your ass up. You were still on some I'm that girl. Now it's I'm suicidal. And I don't want to make light of what Arionne may be going through. But Arionne, you're in the situation that you're in because of your goddamn self. And that's just what it comes down to. If I was Arionne's friend, I would have told Arionne to pull the Olivia Pope card. There was an episode on Scandal where Olivia had to sit down with an interviewer. And I think she had to pretend to be like the girl who just fell in love in my heart. I would have told Arionne, when you go do this interview, you need to be apologetic. You need to own up to your part in this. Because other than that, it's not going to work out. Even if you know it's a goddamn lie, even if you feel like it's a lie, you need to own up to your part. The public is always going to side with the man. And we're not going to play that game like y'all not. Y'all probably got more hate for Arionne than y'all got for Martell for whatever reason. It's always been that way. Anytime there's a situation where a man cheats on his family, the side chick always gets the most hate. You need to take your ass to this interview. You need to sit down. You need to be apologetic. You need to apologize to Melody. I want to apologize to Melody. I had no intentions of playing a part in the destruction of your family. I want to apologize to Melody's kids. I'm so sorry for being a puzzle piece in this game, right? I want to take accountability for the part that I played. I also want to let people know that once I found out that Martell was married, my heart was already in it. And I tried and tried and tried. I'm telling y'all, girl, this is what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do, girl. And I tried and tried and tried. And I tried and tried and tried to turn that light switch off. But it just wouldn't turn off. I fell in love with someone. I met him. He did not mention his wife. By the time I found out about his wife, I was already head over heels in love with Martell. And every time I tried to cut it off, he always had a way of bringing me back. Girl, but you went on there like, I'm not apologizing, and girl, the linebackers and this and that and this and that, and girl, that's how your attitude was. That's exactly how your attitude was. You got your black ass on our lying. Yeah, me and Martell to sleep together for 8 or 9 months. Lying. Girl, you're lying. Ain't no way Martell tried to fuck you the same day he met you, but then waited 8 or 9 months to fuck you. Ain't nobody cheating on their goddamn wife and then waiting to fuck a side bitch 8 or 9 months later, especially when he tried to fuck you the same day he met you. You trying to make it seem as though you had control over the whole situation, but you telling us that you on dates with other men, right? You were on a date with another man calling Martell, but you want us to believe that, bitch, you know, I was the one that was in control of the situation. Clearly not. Because ain't no way you could be on a date with another nigga and then the nigga who married call you and you break your fucking neck to try to call this nigga back. She didn't think about what was going to happen after this interview. Your friends did you a disservice by telling you to go to Tasha K during the interview. I can't even be mad at Tasha K. But bitch, I can look at you sideways. The whole interview was a complete disaster. Not a disaster again on Tasha K's part, but a disaster on Arionne's part. Girl, you walked out of that interview looking worse, okay, than girl, what you probably thought you were gonna look. You probably should have never did it. If you could not give off being apologetic, being sincere, owning up to your part, I guarantee you if Arionne would have walked into that interview with what I said earlier that she should have done, she would have walked away from that interview kind of okay. I think she would have. She would have been okay. Arionne wants to be on the show. Is she going to be on the show? I don't think so. So you can go ahead and close that casket. It's not going to happen. Do I think that Arionne is suicidal? I don't know. Because I can't say that the way somebody behaves or dresses or acts, that means that they can't be suicidal. Because look at the people that have committed suicide, right? And you would probably think that nothing is wrong. Like, look at what was the girl who just jumped off of a building in New York, Miss USA? No one would have ever guessed that she was suicidal. Well, we wouldn't have, right? Because the way she always presented herself, like, hey, how are y'all? Like, you would have never thought. But I think she could function, right? So I don't want to sit here and say that Arionne isn't suicidal because, you know, she walk around here like I'm a bad bitch and yes, I'm that and I'm that. You're right. Because she could be. But Arionne, mommy, you're gonna have to accept some responsibility for the part that you played, because you did play a part. As much as I hate to even like sound like I'm giving grace to a husband who cheated on his family, you were a participant in the fuck shit. You were, girl. You were. Because even after you found out that Martell was married, you didn't cut it off. You didn't say, oh, nigga, fuck you, right? You didn't say none of that, girl. You kept on. You were involved with that man for how long? How long did they say? 5, 7 years? Something like that. A long time. A long time. And now you're upset because you're being discussed, and quiet as it's kept. They never even said your name on the show. But now you're upset because you're being discussed. You're going to be discussed, sweetie. That's not going to ever change. As long as Love and Marriage is on TV, Arionne Curry, the side chick, will always come up. Always. You were involved with a married man who is on a reality show that discusses love and marriage. And you think that you're not going to come up in conversation? Girl, you need to come back down to reality, sweetie. That's part of the problem too. Bitch, you living in your own world. See, I'm not about to get pissed off. You're living in your own world. You're living in a world that does not make sense, mama. At all. You want to walk around here and have all this mouth, calling people linebackers. I'm not apologizing to nothing. And then, girl, you don't understand why you're getting the hate that you're getting. Girl, you need to be a little bit more. You need to be a little bit more humble, mama. You need to be a little bit more sincere. You need to own up to your part. Anyways, there was something else I wanted to talk about too. So I was on Twitter the other day, and Erica, shout out to Erica De Niro TV, she had tweeted this tweet. And this is what she said. Weaponized incompetence is a new term that I heard about a week ago, and it makes so much sense. The way men navigate relationships and act like they don't know how to do domestic things so that someone else, a woman, can do it for them. When I tell you, okay, so this was probably like a few weeks ago, a month ago. There's this TikTok couple or a YouTube couple. I don't know, but I just saw it on like the Shade Room or some blog site. And it was a black couple, I think. I don't know what the woman was. I just heard her voice in the background, but it was a couple nonetheless. And it was a joke. She was sending him to the grocery store, and she had a big poster board, and she had cut out pictures of all the items that she needed from the grocery store. And she was like, make sure that the items look just like the pictures. And I saw so many women in the comment section like, ooh, girl, you got to do it that way because they don't be knowing what they're doing. They go to the grocery store, they don't be knowing this, they don't know how to do this. Like, I saw this one man who was cleaning the bathroom, but I guess he didn't clean the bathroom to the liking of his wife. So she was all in the shower, like on her hands and knees scrubbing the shower, because he didn't do it right. And I understand that was a joke with a joke, but no, that was real life. And it burns me up because I sit back and I think, are you really trying to tell me that, sorry women, that y'all are out here in a relationship with a man and he doesn't, or is he pretending? I think he's pretending. This motherfucker can't even go to the grocery store and pick out a loaf of bread and some eggs. And y'all acting like it's fucking rocket science. Like, how are you a grown-ass man and you can't do something as simple as go to the fucking store and get some detergent? And I see so many women like, oh, girl, I get it, girl. I gotta go. Girl, I just rather do it myself because they ain't gonna never. How are you a grown-ass man and you don't even know how to clean up behind? So you just a filthy, dumb fuck. That's all I get from it. All I get from when I see these men not being able to take care of themselves, I think that you're just a filthy, dumb fuck. That's it. You can't clean up behind yourself. You can't go to the grocery store and pick out, girl, some eggs, some milk. Does somebody really need to call? Do you really have to call home when you go to the grocery store? Now, what kind of milk I'm supposed to get? I'm supposed to get the skin. What kind of milk? It's so many, the whole milk, nigga. It say whole milk. And if she say almond milk, bitches say almond milk on the carton. Like, it drives me insane. And I'm like, do these niggas really put on? Like, do they really not know? Or are they acting like they don't know so they don't have to do it? So you just lazy as fuck. Or either you just dumb as fuck. It's one of the two. And I hate to believe that y'all are this grown at y'all big ass ages and talking about you the protector and a leader and you smarter than women and all that shit and you can't pick out a fucking loaf of bread. Or you don't know what Tide detergent look like. That shit drives me insane. Ain't no way you're gonna be in my presence. Ain't no way I can be in a relationship with somebody and you can't just do the basic shit like go to a grocery store. Like you can't even clean it. You can't even clean the fucking shower right. To the point where you act like you don't know how to clean it, so your wife has to go in the shower and just clean it. Okay, just move, I'll do it. So you dirty. So you just a dirty ass nigga on top of that. Not only are you lazy, dumb, dusty, bitch, you're dirty too. And you want me to believe that you smarter than this bitch. Okay? I think I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Because I've been cussing out everybody today. Girl. I'm so sick and tired of these motherfucking niggas, bitch. You just a dusty, dumb, dirty, dumb fuck. That's what you are, bitch. Okay, can't even go to the fucking store and pick out some fucking eggs and shit without calling your goddamn girlfriend or wife 5 times on the goddamn phone. It is not that hard to go to the grocery store. It's not. It's not that hard to follow a list. It's not. It is not that hard to clean. But see, that's the problem because a lot of y'all women out there raising sorry ass fuck sons, okay? To the point where they all they do is go from the mama to another mama. Anyways, I'm done. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.